The property of Russian oligarchs is already being nationalized in Ukraine and seized around the globe. Journalists and special services have launched a real hunt for the assets of sponsors of the Putin regime. And here is another trophy: Arkady Rotenberg's villa at an Austrian resort where Putin's daughter Vorontsova has visited multiple times. Comprehensive details about this now no longer secret luxury property and its future are in our full report.
While Putin is making speeches about how money should be invested in Russia and its real estate,
that, of course, we should focus on by allocating your financial capital here. Then it will be much more secure, and the potential profits will be considerably higher too.
the children of the Kremlin dictator do not hesitate to reside in European luxury estates.
This is just the beginning of the journey. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Investigative journalists have recently discovered yet another luxurious family nest for Putin's relatives. In one of Austria's most famous alpine resorts, Kitzbühel, there is a villa worth over 10 million euros. Officially, neither the local authorities nor the Federal Ministry of the Interior have any official records of who actually owns this 800 square meter residential property.
My daughters are capable of speaking 3 European languages with complete and total fluency. And a few of my children even speak 1 or 2 Eastern languages, possess the ability to communicate effectively in those Eastern languages, and also in a 4th European language. And not only do they speak them fluently, they use them in their work.
However, Vladimir Putin's eldest daughter, Maria Vorontsova, has been spotted at this villa on more than one occasion.
They live in the vast country of Russia and have never once relocated or moved anywhere else for a new place of permanent residence.
According to official documents, it belongs to the Russian oligarch Arkady Rotenberg. Journalists from various different nations have been able to prove Putin's direct financial involvement with this massive property. The house at Haberleitenberg 31B, located at the Kitzbühel ski resort in Tyrol, offers a stunning view of the Austrian Alps, complete with a garden and a swimming pool.
If you investigate more deeply there, you will comprehend exactly what kind of business enterprise they really have.
Putin's family carefully hides all their finances and assets, but journalists keep finding them again and again.
The archive of Viktorov's office emails. We shared it with journalists from OCCRP, Le Monde, The Times, Forbes, Spiegel, and other global media outlets. Together, we spent several months working on this leak.
Most of the documents concern the Rotenberg brothers' various deals. For example, in Viktorov's archive, there is a draft contract for providing 11.5 million euros to the very same Cypriot company that bought the villa in Austria, where Putin's daughter regularly stayed. Maxim Viktorov is a trusted associate of Vladimir Putin's childhood friends, the oligarchs Arkady and Boris Rotenberg, who helped them circumvent Western sanctions and hide Putin's assets in Europe.
Rotenberg was Putin's frontman, and Viktorov was the Rotenberg's frontman. But a single thoughtless message on WhatsApp. And all their hard-earned efforts were eventually wasted.
This villa was purchased by a Cypriot company owned by the prominent sanctioned oligarch Arkady Rotenberg in 2013. However, from that time forward, no one has ever officially registered as living there.
You know, my children, my beloved daughters, despite all the rumors, they live right here in Russia, in the city of Moscow.
A journalist from the Russian outlet Important Stories spoke with local residents who confirmed that they had seen Putin's daughter Maria on the property together with her former common-law husband, the Dutchman Jorrit Fassen.
Putin's grandson, like the elder Fassen, is a citizen of the Netherlands.
Vladimir Putin's grandchildren have chosen to live in Europe. So do his own daughters. Vorontsova Putina visited the house especially often in early January, when Russia celebrates the family holiday of Christmas. Vorontsova was always accompanied by security.
Maria and Jorrit regularly stayed at this luxurious villa. Living right next to the family of the president of the Russian Federation was hardly a secret for them.
But after the Russian Federation launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Fassen and Putin's daughter were no longer frequently seen at this location. Locals even saw Putin himself and his security guards on this street in Kitzbühel.
I ask you to understand me correctly, to be empathetic and to treat this situation with understanding.
Austria's Directorate for State Protection and Intelligence has been working to determine the real owners of the mansion since April 2022. Now, after the investigation, they are expecting a visit from Putin and his relatives. As a formal signatory to the Rome Statute, Austria has officially declared that it stands ready to arrest and hand over Vladimir Putin to the International Criminal Court.